I wasn't sure I was gonna make this video, not because anything terrible happened, nothing dramatic happened. It's just one of those moments where you look back over the past couple of weeks and realize you've accidentally taught yourself a lesson. And I figured I might as well share it because maybe someone else needs to hear it too. So recently my channel has actually been growing, and honestly I'm incredibly grateful for that. A couple of months ago I was sitting at around 24 subscribers. Now I'm sitting at 59. You know, for a small creator, it's exciting. Every new subscriber feels like a real person choosing to spend time with something I made. That's a really cool feeling, but here's the weird part. The growth hasn't come from the content I actually want to be known for. I make video game essays. Those are the videos I love making. Those are the videos where I sit down, I think about game design, mechanics, storytelling, and why certain games stay with us long after we stop playing them. That's the content I want my channel to become. But that isn't what started growing my channel. Instead, it was my shorts, mostly cutscenes from games, simple uploads, nothing particularly transformative, and they started doing well. One hit 1,000 views, another climbed even higher, eventually one reached 10,000 views. For me, that was a huge milestone. I know there are creators who get that every day, but for me, that was incredible. I was genuinely proud. At the same time, I couldn't shake this feeling because they weren't really my videos. Sure, I was the one who uploaded them. Sure, I chose the specific cutscenes, but the thing people were watching wasn't my commentary. It wasn't my perspective. It wasn't the thing I wanted to spend years building. So, while I appreciate the growth, it felt slightly disconnected from the reason I started the channel. Naturally, I wanted to ride that momentum. I mean, who wouldn't? When something starts working, your instinct is to keep doing more of it. So I kept uploading shorts. I thought maybe I could slowly introduce more of my own commentary alongside them. Maybe use the audience they attracted as a bridge towards my essays. I never really got that far because somewhere along the way I stopped focusing on the routine that got me here in the first place. My upload schedule was simple: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Nothing complicated. Just 3 days every week. Then one week I missed Tuesday, then Thursday, then Saturday. Eventually I uploaded anyway, just on a completely different day. At the time, it didn't seem like a big deal. Life happens. One missed upload isn't the end of the world. My shorts were still getting views. Everything felt fine until suddenly, nothing. One day I uploaded a short. Normally by that point I'd have at least a few hundred views, maybe like 800, maybe more. This time, nothing. Hours passed, still nothing. And it's a strange feeling. Not because I expected thousands of views, but because your brain immediately starts asking questions. What changed? Did I do something wrong? Did YouTube stop recommending my videos? You start looking for a reason, like any reason. The funny thing is, I wasn't actually upset. I wasn't angry or discouraged. If anything, it felt like a reality check, because for one brief moment, I'd started imagining what it would be like if YouTube became my income. And then I had this thought: what happens when you have bills to pay and your videos suddenly stop getting views? That's a scary thought. Not because it happened, but because it can happen. It reminded me that this career path comes with uncertainty. Nothing is guaranteed, and that's something every creator eventually has to accept. At first, I thought the lesson was about YouTube, about missing uploads, about momentum, about the algorithm. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the lesson wasn't about YouTube at all. It was about me, because I kept describing myself as consistent. But was I really? Or was I simply consistent whenever I felt like it? Those aren't the same thing. That's when I started thinking about the gym. It's easy to say you're consistent because you go to the gym, but discipline looks different. Discipline is waking up at 6 in the morning, even when you don't want to, following the same routine, doing the same exercises, finishing every set. Not because you're motivated, but because that's what you said you were going to do. That's a completely different mindset. One depends on motivation, the other depends on commitment. Honestly, I think I've been confusing consistency with discipline. I thought consistency simply meant I upload videos, but that's not enough. Discipline means I upload on Tuesday, I upload on Thursday, and I upload on Saturday, whether I feel inspired or not, whether the previous video got 10 views or 10,000. The schedule isn't there because YouTube demands it, it's there because I do. It's a promise I made to myself. The funny thing is, none of this has actually made me want to quit. Quite the opposite. I still want to make my essays. If anything, I want to make them even more now, because I think the goal was never chasing numbers. The goal was becoming the kind of creator who shows up every week regardless of the numbers. That's the difficult part. Anyone can upload when a video goes viral. The real test is whether you'll upload after one doesn't. Looking back, I'm actually grateful this happened now. I'd rather learn this lesson with 59 subscribers than 59,000, because now I understand something I don't think I appreciated before. Consistency is something people notice. Discipline is something nobody sees. It's the alarm clock, the editing session when you'd rather relax, writing the script when nobody's asking for it, publishing the video even when the last one underperformed. That's discipline. And I think that's the habit I'm trying to build now. Not because I think it'll guarantee success. It won't. But because if I can become disciplined enough to keep making the work I believe in, then whatever growth comes after that will at least be built on something real. I think that's a much stronger foundation than chasing the next 10,000 view short could ever be.